not allowed to film it inside the parking lot, which you continue to do. If you decide to come into the parking lot, you will be arrested for criminal trespassing.
Right. But I'm all good out here, right? So that's why you close the gate?
Is there some reason you can't roll the window down? I saw you roll it up.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
That's correct.
What's the reason for that?
I don't answer questions.
Can I ask you for 5 minutes to talk about what the law actually says?
You've already talked to the supervisor. They've asked you to
She
leave.
has no right to stop me from being
Are
here.
you willing to leave, yes or no?
You have no right to... You're violating the law.
Okay, we have a right to ask you.
Can you... No, you
The
don't.
prosecutor's is on board with the trespassing.
I don't care what the prosecutor says. You can't trespass.
Are you willing to leave?
I'm asking if you're willing to look at the law.
It is public property. Yeah, this is public property.
Right.
I was doing nothing. Like, this is my problem, right, guys? You ran my ID. I've never done anything wrong. I've never stolen, never done nothing. And when he treats me like a... I don't want to use the cuss words. Excuse me, a criminal? Come on, what is that? And I understand, hey...
A man is standing on a public sidewalk, camera in hand, recording an ordinary moment. Suddenly, an unexpected conversation breaks out with law enforcement officers, who seem to be unhappy with his actions. In this story, we will witness an individual who firmly defends his freedom, facing challenges from misunderstandings of the law. Is recording in public really a constitutionally protected act? And what happens when that right is questioned?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Why are you videotaping our parking lot?
I'm just recording. I'm working on a personal project about the NYPD. That's it.
It's a security issue that you're videotaping our parking lot.
Oh, all right. How's it going?
God forbid somebody comes in, for example, somebody gets arrested, and they were to say, escape and try to fight you, and God forbid something happens to you, that's a security risk for us.
Yeah.
And on top of that...
Well, that's up to you guys to not make that happen, right? So, you know.
I mean, okay.
It's just more of a security issue that you're filming into. It's basically, this counts as inside of our precinct, and we don't allow filming inside of our precinct.
I can't see anything inside the precinct.
This is technically considered inside the precinct as well.
But it's outside the precinct.
Sir, I'm not really going to go back and forth.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
that's what
I'm
you're
good.
Looking for,
No, you came up to me. No, I don't want to rise out of you. Just go back
I'm
to...
just asking you respectfully. I can't go back until you stop recording.
Oh, I guess you're going to be here for like 10 minutes then.
Okay.
How's it going? Is that guy higher up? You could have asked him. But,
if you'd like me to get my supervisor out here, I'm more than happy to
I mean,
do
if you want to, yeah, I guess. Because you're going to be out here for like 10, 15 minutes just staring at each other, so...
How are you?
I'm all right.
Oh, cool.
Nice day. You have a business card with you?
Sure.
Thanks. And give me business cards, but I'll hang out. Oh. That's yours?
Yep.
Cool. You spoke to your supervisor?
No, I just went to go get the coffee.
Oh, okay, cool. Because she closed the gate, so I guess she spoke to him, and then, you know, he kind of just said what I said. It was like, close the gate. If you want to make the privacy, you gotta make it. Thanks, man. What's your last name? Jimenez?
Jimenez.
Jimenez. Okay, cool.
Yep. Just so you know you're being recorded.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries. Did you speak with your supervisor?
Yep.
Is he coming out or?
Nope. I just want to let you know everything's being recorded on body camera.
Okay.
Here you go.
Did he say anything about me standing here?
You've asked for my business card. I'm giving you.
All right. Did he say anything about me standing here, or are you all good?
You're allowed to stand on the sidewalk. You're not allowed to film it inside the parking lot, which you continue to do. If you decide to come into the parking lot, you will be arrested for criminal trespassing.
Right. But I'm all good out here, right? So that's why you closed the gate.
Have a nice day.
Cool. All right. Bye. Later, man. Appreciate you.
No problem.
And so, through those tense moments on that public sidewalk, we've witnessed the power of knowledge and resolve. The lesson shines brightly. Citizens' rights are not mere words on a page, but a flame we must each nurture. Recording in public, a constitutionally protected act, reminds us that free speech and the right to observe are cornerstones of a democratic society. Dear friends, arm yourselves with understanding, for that confidence is your shield against misunderstandings or challenges. This story may end, but its message echoes on. Rise up, know your rights, and defend them with unwavering pride. A traffic check begins, but this time, it's not as simple as handing over papers. Welcome to a dramatic story where a citizen faces questions and demands from the police, but they choose to defend their rights steadfastly. In this situation, the right to remain silent and the right to personal freedom come to the fore, creating a dialogue that will keep you glued to your seat. How can an ordinary person stand up to such pressure? And how will civil rights be demonstrated in this tense moment?
Yes, sir.
Roll your window down for me, please.
I can hear you just fine.
So I'm going to have to ask you to roll the window down.
I can hear you just fine, officer. There's my license.
And to roll the window down, please.
I can hear you just fine, officer. There's my license. There's my registration. Or my insurance.
Is there some reason you can't roll the window down? I saw you roll it up.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
That's correct.
What's the reason for that?
I don't answer questions. Do you want my license and registration or not?
Pronounce your last name for me.
I don't answer questions.
I'm going to need you to pronounce your last name.
I don't answer questions. It's there on the license. Actually, I think it said 40.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's 30.
You're pretty sure or you're positive? You're pretty sure or you're positive?
I can argue with you.
All right, well, I'll just turn around and I'll check.
Here's your information.
You want to hand it to me, please?
That's as far as I'm
Would you please stick it through the window?
I'm not going to do that, Mr. Suter.
All right, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Sounds like we're going to be on the side of the road a long time.
Well, I guess so. Pass it right through here. Thank you.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm willing to take it right here. Would you please give this to me, or are you not going to give me the ticket? Officer, am I being detained or am I free to go? I am being detained? Am I being detained? He won't answer me.
Mr. prosecutor. Here's your copy.
Thank you.
Court date is June 6th, June 7th at 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Am I free to go now? Am I free to go? I'm not being detained any longer?
Nope.
All right, thank you. Are we okay? Am I free to go?
As the police car's lights fade into the distance and the roadside exchange draws to a close, a powerful truth emerges, dear listeners. This tale teaches us that citizens' rights are a steadfast shield, yours to wield when armed with knowledge and courage. Choosing silence in the face of non-mandatory questions and safeguarding personal freedom is a strength we all hold. To everyone hearing this, take heed. Understanding your rights is a guiding torch, steadying you through any challenge. Today's story may end, but its message resounds. Stand tall, know your rights, and let them guide you through life's unexpected moments. A constitutional lawyer stands on public property, holding a placard, exercising his right to free speech in defense of the Constitution. Suddenly, the shadow of the police appears, threatening to arrest and confiscate your property simply because they disagree with your actions. Where a constitutional lawyer faces injustice at a polling place in Michigan. In this story, civil rights, from free speech to the right to be on public property, are tested by potentially illegal orders. Can an individual stand up to pressure from local authorities? And what happens when legal knowledge collides with abusive actions?
I have this deputy here who says that he's arresting me and he's towing my car.
I'm asking you to leave, and if you won't leave, then you will be arrested.
He's saying that the
I asked for
township
your ID. Yes.
I'm sorry. Just
I asked for your ID. I don't. That's not how it works. You're very full
you
of
already
yourself.
are violating the law.
I'm not violating any law.
You're
You were
violating
asked
the
to
law.
leave. I asked you for your ID. You did not.
You are not even following the resolution from the county or from the township.
Okay.
The one that you guys gave us earlier, the one that you were reading from. Did you read it?
No.
It says you can't stop us.
I'm gonna show
You're not touching my car.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, you're not.
So are you willing to leave? Yes or no?
You have no right to do this.
Are you willing to leave?
You do realize it's abusive process and malicious prosecution.
Okay,
Yes, you're violating federal. I don't care. You're on the hook, not him.
No preference? Okay.
You have no right to do this to me, Rod.
You guys, I have Sheriff's Deputy Langlois from the Allegan County Sheriff's Department saying he's going to arrest me and he's going to tow my car because we are here. Let me see if I can switch this camera around.
And I've shook this guy's hand before too.
There we go. All right, guys. So he's here trying to arrest me. This is our setup. So we are nowhere near the 100-foot mark, which is the drain in the road, right between where that silver truck and that car are pulling out. That's the 100-foot mark where you can't be past it in the other direction, because those doors right there are the doors to get into the precinct. And the law clearly says we can't be within 100 feet. We also can't be impeding anybody from getting in. So they are, he says, going to arrest me if we don't leave right now, because the township owns this property and the township said that we have to leave. Funny thing is, the township has a resolution that specifically says we have the right to be here. Doesn't want to read the law or the constitutional provisions that allow us to be here. So,
we vote. Absolutely.
Yep. He says that the prosecutor gave him permission to come and arrest me, and that's all he needs to know. Oh, and the clerk's coming out to tell me I'm not allowed to be here on public property.
We all pay taxes. This is our building. This is the people's building.
Yep.
It's a township hall. It's a library.
Yep. So we got at least 3.
My husband was Allegan County Sheriff. He's like, you're within your rights as long as
Yep.
you're not with others.
Yep.
As long as you're within.
Oh, the 100 feet is way over there.
I don't know the address right off the top of my head.
Okay, so you're aware. I know you two have already met. So this is Mary Lou. She's the township supervisor.
I know.
Okay. So she already spoke with you.
I know, earlier today.
Okay.
And then I went back and we kind of came up
She
with
has something to say.
Okay.
Okay.
I explained to you that we have this resolution that states we may not allow?
No, it says you do. It says you do. I'm just asking you guys to read it. Nothing in this resolution shall be construed to interfere with MCL 168.931K, which allows, guys, it allows a person to disseminate campaign literature on election day when a person is beyond 100 feet from an entrance.
We're not contesting MCL 168.
No. It's saying we have a right. It says this resolution says we have a right to be here. We're allowed to be here as long as we're beyond the 100 feet. That's what it says.
That part has nothing to do with this part.
What part?
You may not leave a vehicle on township property beyond the time necessary to transact township business.
But it says right here that nothing in this is meant to...
But that does not say anything about leaving a vehicle on township property beyond township business hours.
So you were asked to leave, okay? Do you understand that? So you were asked to leave. Are you willing to leave? Yes or no?
So all of you, let's see, this is Deputy Bustle. Am I saying that correct?
Anderson. Yep.
Deputy
Langlois.
Anderson.
Anderson. Yep.
Deputy Bustle, Deputy Anderson, and Deputy Langlois
My constitutional right to sign. Okay.
are telling me that they're going to arrest me. Can I hold on a second? I know you just came, and I'm trying to be calm, but as you can tell, I'm a little. Sir. Let me finish the sentence. Can I ask you 5 minutes? Can I ask you for 5 minutes to talk about what the law actually says?
You've already talked to the supervisor. They've asked you to
She
leave.
has no right to stop me from being here.
Are you willing to leave, yes or no?
You have no right to... You're violating the law.
Okay, we have a right to ask you.
Can you... No, you don't.
The prosecutor is on board with the trespassing.
Oh, I don't care what the prosecutor says. You can't trespass.
Are you willing to leave?
I'm asking if you're willing to look at the law.
Are you willing to leave?
Possibly if you look at the law.
Okay. This has nothing to do with what she's requesting you.
Yeah, but she can't override the law.
Are you willing to leave?
This is Mary Lou, I can't read her last name, clerk of Layton Township. So also someone who's violating our rights.
Go ahead and turn around.
No. Are you willing? No. Stop! Get off of me! Get off of me! My child is in the car! Stop! Get off of me! You're gonna make me drop my phone. Please set my phone down. I'm going to stop right there.
This is absolutely unnecessary.
Stop, please. I'm asking you. I will leave right now. My child is in the... I will leave right now. Can you just let me vote? I want to vote, and then you can arrest me.
Do you vote at this precinct?
No.
Okay. So you don't have evidence here?
I do, right there. My child is here.
Okay, are you willing to leave?
No, you do not. I'm not.
I just voted. That's all I did, and I signed a petition. So I'm just a bystander, sir.
Please, my child is in the car. I want it. Okay.
Are you willing to leave?
Please, I have a right to leave. I am going to. You are not acting according to the Constitution. I need your keys for your car. I know, I can't get them. They won't let me give you my keys. Yes.
As the dust settles at the polling place and the voice of justice begins to resonate, a timeless truth emerges, dear listeners. This story of a constitutional lawyer teaches us that citizens' rights are an unyielding flame, even when tested by unjust forces. The right to free speech, to stand on public property, and to a fair trial are precious gems we must all safeguard. To those who hear this tale, take heed. Knowledge and courage are the keys to resisting overreach. Though this chapter closes, its message echoes on. Rise up, embrace your rights, and let them light the path to a freer tomorrow. A public building where the doors are open to welcome all citizens, but you are suddenly pulled out because your actions are deemed suspicious. Welcome to a dramatic story at the Williams County Courthouse, where freedom of movement and public surveillance are put under the microscope. Along the way, a citizen faces demands from security officers who seem to view constitutional rights as something foreign. Is it wrong to be present in a public building that your tax dollars helped build?
So, what's your business here today?
Oh, I'm going to look at court.
Just look at court?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, sitting in there.
Okay, well.
What are you sitting there for?
What am I sitting in there for?
That's why I'm asking.
You told me there was no court today.
This is a court that's got nothing to do with you.
Court Friday public. It's a simple question. I'm not being rude.
It
I'm just.
This is a simple trial.
It doesn't
So
matter
why are
what
you
it is.
doing that?
You can be in there
How
and
come
watch
you
any
were
court
walking
you want.
around the building and
Because I've
going
never
in
seen this
everywhere?
court. I'm from
Huh?
Minot. Like I've
Yeah?
seen the lady downstairs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're just wandering around, sitting in a courtroom where you don't know anything that's going on?
Yeah. Why can't you?
Huh?
What amendment is that? The Fourth Amendment? If
I
I'm
don't
not
know if
mistaken?
I'm not going to quote amendments.
So I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna
just
sit
gonna
and
wonder,
watch.
And you're gonna be civil, because if you're not,
Was
then
I
there's gonna be
in there?
problems.
Was I in there not being
No,
civil?
I'm just telling you what's
I'm
going to
telling
happen.
you.
No, I'm telling you what's
No,
going
I'm
to happen.
telling you what's going to happen.
No,
I'm in there.
I'm
watching
telling you
court.
what's
I'm
going to
telling
happen.
you.
Hey,
You're going to go in there. If you're going to go in there, you're going to be quiet. Go down here. Go down here.
Let's walk around this corner. Around the corner.
I had no problem with you being in there, but if you start any shit in there, we're going to be back and you're going to be going to jail.
Didn't I
Do you
just-
understand?
didn't I ask
No,
you
do you understand what I
downstairs?
said? Do you understand what I said?
I asked
Do you understand what I
didn't
said?
I asked you if there was court today and you told me no.
This is
I asked
a
you
civil
once.
trial.
It doesn't matter what it is. I can
doesn't
go in
matter.
there. That's
It's
why
none of
there's
your
benches.
business.
You can go see it.
It's none of your
public.
business.
It's public,
It's
so
none
it
of
is
your
my
business.
business.
So why did you go to every office?
Why can't I?
Huh?
What's
Why?
the big deal?
Why is your
Why
problem?
can't I?
Why you
Because people don't normally do that. They don't come in here and go to everybody's places.
You walk all over the place for no reason at all.
I'm not most people. I'm going in
I'm
there,
finding that out.
and I asked you if there was court today, and you told me no.
Right, there is
Because
no
I like
court.
to go in Minot a lot and go watch court.
Yes,
So
I
when there's
have
court
occasionally.
session, for what?
I want to see your identification.
For what law?
I want to see your identification.
What?
I'm
For
asking
what?
you as a peace officer for some ID, so I know who I'm
For
talking.
coming and seeing?
No, because
My-
you're in my
look,
building.
My name's Derek, and this is
your-
our building.
I need your information.
It's our building.
Derek, let's not. Okay, I'm gonna step in here. Okay. Okay. You got security here, right? We've had security concerns in the past. Okay, that's what we have. You're right. It is public. Okay, but when you're going from room to room, that's unusual. Okay, which is why he's checking on you.
And that's
now,
okay.
Now listen, because that's suspicious activity, we're investigating. That's what we're here. Okay. Now, because of that, you do have to identify yourself because we're investigating a suspicious act in a government building. Okay, so if you ask for identification, you do have to provide it. Okay.
Okay, and why? I don't understand. Like I go in there and you pull me out when I'm legally
We're
okay to go in
We're
there.
checking to see what's going on. We're investigating.
I'm legally fine to go in there
Yeah,
and
but
watch
we want
court.
to make
And
sure
you pull me out?
we're
Really?
just seeing what your intentions are and what's going on.
For a legally okay act. I don't. They're not. No, it's not suspicious.
It is to me.
Me and you don't have the same options of what's suspicious. What's suspicious to me is you pull me out of court when I'm in there
what's
watching,
suspicious to me?
not being loud. Sir, I let you talk. No, you're not going to shush me. I let you talk. I'm in there watching court and you have me come out here so they can run my ID. I'm in court and I'm sitting and being civil, not making any noise. And I asked you downstairs, was there court today? You told me no. And then you're like, well, it's none of your business. It's public. So it is my business. I can go in there and I can watch
Okay.
just fine.
Now it's my turn. You came in the building, all right? You're just walking around. You're going to every office
Okay, and you
and
can't do
everything.
that?
For no reason at all. All right, we have security concerns in here. People just don't walk around.
I'm not most people.
I'm talking now. Remember, it's my turn. Most people don't walk around and go to every office and checking out everything. That is not a normal thing to be done. That is suspicious to me. That's why these gentlemen are here, all right? This is a civil trial. You have no reason really to be in there. There's no reason to be in there.
be in any courtroom,
Okay?
watching what's going
You're
on.
giving me an attitude whenever I ask you something, then you're going in there. My security concern is that you might start something in there. I've got a full place full of
And I'm
people.
sitting there being civil and quiet, so that your security concerns goes right out the window.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's how we're checking on you. Okay. But
I just don't understand why.
I don't understand what your problem is.
You're in my building. for
This
no
is our
reason.
building. This is a
No.
public building,
You're in my
not
building.
your building.
It's my building.
Public, it's
for
not your
security.
building. It is not your building. So quit saying it's my building.
You're in my building.
It's not your building.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I am security here. It's my building.
It's
I'm
not your building.
responsible for this building.
Okay, and
So
when
I'm
I came
checking on
in-
anybody that's suspicious.
And I'm not suspicious. You are suspicious. Treat me like a criminal when I'm not. When they come back and nothing is in my record, let's go. Let's go public.
No, let's go downstairs.
Let's go public
Let's
right
go
now.
downstairs.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
10-4, thank you.
Come on, downstairs.
For what?
Huh? So we're not disrupting this court.
I'm done disrupting. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna
Come
go
down
in
here,
there.
we can talk.
I'm done talking.
Come on downstairs. No, come
Officers, I'm
downstairs.
done. I just wanna go in there, I wanna sit.
Well,
This is a county building.
Okay, and it's public, we know
If
that.
you're not here for court and they don't want you here, they can do that.
If you're trespassing, they can do that. I'm not, I'm committing a crime. I'm not committing a crime. I like to go to court and
it's
watch.
but our building, their building, whatever. If they don't want you here, they can be like, time to go.
For if you commit, it's like trespassing.
You don't have to commit a crime. You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Still a county building.
So if they want you gone, then you have to leave.
The problem is I didn't do anything.
Right.
I gave you my ID and I was nice. He's more than rude, and you guys are very nice. And I just want to go in there. I want to sit and not like I was. Was I doing anything wrong? I was just sitting in there watching. That I'm okay to do.
Right. But you're at the point where, like I said, he's the head of this building, so what he says, you kind of got to do it, okay?
So let's get your boss then. Let's get your boss then.
Let's go downstairs.
Is your boss, we're going to go talk to your boss.
Let's go downstairs.
We'll go downstairs and figure it out there, okay?
Take the stairs for us.
Never got an attitude with him. You've seen the way he's acting with me. I was not rude.
I understand.
If I'm getting loud, excuse me, but I can go up there and watch court, and I can sit there and be quiet, and that's what I was doing.
But as head of security of the building here, if he thinks the actions are suspicious, he wants to leave. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
If he thinks the actions are suspicious, he wants to leave, and you don't have a legitimate purpose other than to watch, I'm going to ask you to leave. That being said, if you do wish to file a complaint, there are options for that. It would be
so. Where's the suspicion? Can you show me what is suspicious on a piece of paper?
I've already explained to you why it's suspicious. Okay. You come into a government building and you walk through.
Public
it's still a government building.
But it's still public property.
It's still government building. Okay. You go through a security checkpoint, get in everything. Okay. And you start going through offices where we have attorneys, important paperwork, lawyers, everything like that here in this building. And you start going through it. We're going to check on it. It's a little unusual. Usually you go to, well, I have court here, I'm going to go to court here, and I'm going to leave, right? I got city court here, I'm going to city court, I'm going to leave. This isn't, it breaks the normal, okay? Regardless if there's a law, it's suspicious activity. We are following up on that. Now, because, like I said, you don't have a legitimate purpose here, and because the security wants you gone, and because even though it's a public building, it is still private, like, treated as private property, okay? Once gone, I'm going to ask you to leave, okay? Now, if you want to file a complaint with how, the sheriff's office or the county handles things, because we're city, here's the city, okay? That would be through the Williams County Sheriff's Office, okay? They're on the 3rd floor over there. Does that make sense? I'll explain that to you.
What is, let's go to public property, right on the sidewalk, because I want to talk to you guys more.
Okay.
Okay.
What is his fucking problem? And now I'm going to use my freedom of speech here because come on, guys. Okay. We know that I can go in there and look. I'm from Minot. I'm not from Williston, so there's nothing, what's the word, suspicious about me walking through. I even asked the lady, what's the difference between municipal and district? And I asked him, hey, is there any court today? In her office, and he told me no.
Yeah.
If he said, yeah, there's court on the 3rd floor, okay, then I'm going to go to court on the 3rd floor and sit there and watch like I was doing.
I mean, there's no city court today. Maybe that's kind of the side of that. But either way, I understand. Yes, you can view court. But, and I just want you to see my point when I say this is suspicious activity, okay? It's unusual. We don't have that usually.
Of course you don't.
Yep,
I mean,
so that's why we're checking on it.
Yes, of course.
Now he checks on you. Now, when it comes to his conduct...
You see, he just said, fucking, come on, guys. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right.
So now I'm going to go get my camera and I'm going to sit here on public property, which we know I can do, and record in there. Because this is public property. So if he gets an attitude with it, let's be real here. It is public property.
Yeah, this is public.
This is public property.
Right.
I was doing nothing. Like, this is my problem, right, guys? You ran my ID. I've never done anything wrong. I've never stolen, never done nothing. And when he treats me like I don't want to use the cuss words. Excuse me, a criminal. Come on, what is that? And I understand. Hey, I understand. It might be what is what did we say? It's
I'm not sure.
what was he saying? I was suspicious activity. Okay. It's also suspicious for somebody to walk around on a public street and record your house. But there's nothing against the law to do that.
No, but
but we'd still come. Yeah,
but
exactly.
when you come and they're like, well, there's nothing suspicious, you're going to go, oh, well, the person doesn't like it. Obviously, if you're not I can't go into your yard and record into your window when you're naked. We know the law, the camera law.
Right.
But
now that being said, if your actions do harass or annoy, that can be disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
There are.
But it's all disorderly. Yeah. And if you're just sitting there.
I'm gonna move to this point for you, okay, my man? Because like I understand where you're coming from. I really do. Okay. Now, like I said, this isn't our agency. Okay. So I can't handle complaints from you.
Yeah.
But if you're handling how he was handling that, And I understand that you
You answer 10 too.
be the 3rd floor, Williams County Sheriff's Officer, the ones to talk to.
I mean, and what's gonna happen? Like, and I'll give you a quick rundown because I don't know how where you have the guys go. I was, I almost want to cry here. I was at Walmart in Minot, right? They were like, give me your ID. I said, no, or not my ID, but let me see your receipt. I said, no, I paid for my stuff. They're like, no, you didn't, you stole. Well, we're gonna call the police. Okay. Like you said, you want my ID, I have no problem giving it to you. I don't know if it's gonna like open up some can of worms where I can't go on a flight. I don't know. I've only heard, but I don't know. But you know what I'm getting at.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, the cop's gonna come. He's not gonna give me a problem. Dude, the cop comes and totally treats me like a fucking asshole. Like, oh, they know you stole. And for me, it's like, oh shit, you know. And I know you guys are just doing your job, but it doesn't help. And I'm a dude that's never broke a law.
I can't speak for Minot PD. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, once again, it's Walmart's private property.
Yeah.
You know,
but I mean, where's the line? Though? Walmart can kick you out for whatever they want. They can even say you stole as long as you're not trespassing you for stealing.
Yeah.
Which that's false. You can't say to a cop, "Oh, he stole," and the cop goes, "Oh, you stole."
So the way we were here, and I can't speak for Minot.
No, you're fine.
We have to have. We have, or not at least. We have to have problems.
Or at least listen to somebody. At least you guys are listening to me.
Yeah.
You're not just like, "Oh, well, get out of the building. See you later." This guy was like, "Didn't you want to listen to me? Well, get off. You are going to be arrested." It's like, come on. I didn't do anything. And like right now, it's like, hey, I know you guys are doing your job. He wants me out of there. I didn't do any crimes. I went in her office and asked if there was court today. Both of them told me no. If they're like, yes, it's on the 3rd floor, I would have went right up to the 3rd floor in that courtroom and just sat there. And that's what I did as soon as I seen that it was in session.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's not my business or not. We know that it's public property. You can go in any court. It's an amendment. I got to remember what amendment it is. It doesn't matter if it's district, civil. If it's O.J. Simpson being tried for murder, you can go in the court and you can watch.
Right.
You can't record.
Some things.
Yeah, I mean, some things might be different from others. Yeah. But if they had that door closed and it said like only lawyers, and this, I'd have been like, okay, well, I'm not going to go in there. But it was wide open, and I'm not sure who else is in there just sitting and watching. But do any of those people have the right to be in there? I'm not asking you the question. I'm just saying. You know, and to be treated like him, and I'm not going to go, oh, well, let me go and file a claim. What's that going to do? At the end of the day, though, whatever. That's my view on it now. And when you say, and I hate when people go, oh, I know how you feel. You do not know how I feel. You do not know how I feel. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you feel. You deal with criminals all day. You deal with some innocent people. So it's like you get, I don't want to go off on tangents, but you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't like, well, fuck you, I'm not giving you, I wasn't like that. If I was like that, I could have been like, I couldn't see you guys going, okay, well, we're going to do this. I mean, you know, I don't know should I go talk to a lawyer right now and be like, hey, I was in the court down there, they told me there's no court, and then they had me escorted out for no reason. You know, I'll sue him. I don't care.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I mean,
you can. It's
you off on quick.
We're supposed to pretend. Why is it that I've had 2 interactions with police in Minot, or not Minot, but North Dakota, and it seems like the protect and serve thing goes right out the window. You're not supposed to protect and serve one person. I thought you're supposed to protect and serve 2. So we're supposed to hear a full story. And I know you're not the guy at the building, but you can be like, hey, dude, he didn't do anything. You can't use suspicion to a First Amendment. You know what I mean? Suspicion doesn't trump an amendment right. I'm fine to come in here and look all I want. There's no law against that. Now, if he was like, well, what are you here? Shut up, dude. Walking around, going in, oh, well, what are you here for? I'm fine. Suspicious, yeah. You know, let me.
I'm treating you with the most respect.
I know, and like I said, you guys have.
I want to be.
Yeah, but it's. Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm going to say too is, I get that you don't want to get that trouble. But in the same way you have rights to do that, as a person head of the building, he has rights to have your book. I mean, I can't. When it comes to that, that's not unlawful.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to his conduct, kind of thing, that kind of stuff, that you can I'm trying to tell you, you can't take that because it's not our agency. Yeah. That's an internal affairs thing with their agency. Like I said, I'll give you the instructions on it, but for the time being, I want you out today. That's going to be the case. Okay.
All right, like I said, I'm just gonna get my camera and set it up here and try to get a camera of him. And
just don't want one thing.
No, and I didn't talk to him.
No, and listen to me. If confrontation happens, just call the police department.
Yeah.
Don't get confrontational.
No, I didn't, and that's why I walked. I didn't walk. I walked away.
And I know you didn't. I'm just telling. I just don't want you to.
I know. What? Yeah, and like I said, I know I said you were going to do a job. And I understand you say, oh, well, it's suspicious to this. Okay, it might be suspicious for people to talk to themselves. People that talk to themselves think it's just fine. Yep. So we're not all the same people. We can't say something suspicious when, show me on the law what suspicious is, and And I understand you're just doing your job.
Yep, we're just like I said, we don't know what you were doing.
Checking on you.
Yeah,
and now we know.
Yep, and hey, for him to go, oh well, we want you, dude. He's not gonna sit and treat me like I don't want to cuss, but I know it's my right to do so. He's not gonna treat me like a fucking asshole and expect me just to sit there and take it from him. I'm an adult. He is not my dad. I'm not his kid. If I'm his kid, he can talk to me like that.
Right.
He is not gonna treat me like that, and I don't. It's not fine. It's not okay. He was out of line. I was not out of line. I have a hard time with like if somebody's yelling at me with being quiet, and that's why I couldn't.
Yeah, like we can tell you're frustrated right now. We totally
I didn't do
understand.
anything. I just went in there to watch the court, which I can do by law.
Right.
There's no such thing as suspicion when I'm walking and checking what our tax dollars pay for.
Right.
Here's the thing, man. Like I said, what happened. We're gonna have to be past that. Okay. Cool down. Take a walk. Okay. Do whatever you want after that. Just, right now they want you out of there. Okay. Like I said, if you want to file a complaint against him, kind of thing, you can do that. But otherwise, what happened today is going to be notated in our law. Okay.
Thank you, guys. You have a good day, man.
You too.
As the echoes of confrontation at the Williams County Courthouse fade, a vital lesson emerges like sunlight breaking through the clouds, dear listeners. This tale reminds us that citizens' rights, the right to be present in public spaces, to observe the places our taxes fund, are precious gems that must not be dismissed. Standing up for those rights, even in the face of suspicion or pressure, is a testament to the power of knowledge and courage. To all who hear this, take note. Public buildings belong to you, and your voice carries weight. The story may end, but the flame of freedom burns on, urging us to defend our rights with unwavering pride. Thank you for watching the video. Share your thoughts about it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and all the channels listed in the description to show your support and never miss the next episode. Have a good day.